Hey, so this week we have week number 9. Next week is going to be our last week, and then we're going to flow through all of this. So this week we have Chaturanga, and Chaturanga is also known as a forearm staff pose. So if you're not really sure what to Google, you can Google Chaturanga, or you can Google four-limb staff pose. Either one, they're going to bring you to the same pose. Okay, so this week we're going to be starting off in plank once again. So last week we practiced plank and we were nice and strong, right? So Chaturanga, all it is that lowering down. There are 2 ways to do Chaturanga. The full version, which I just showed, and the modification. So in the full version, we're up on our toes. We are still having our elbow my shoulder directly over the elbow, directly over the wrist. And as I'm lowering down, I'm pulling my elbows into my rib cage. So from the front, if we were in a push-up, we'd be nice and wide, right? We come all the way down, my elbows are all the way out here. In Chaturanga, we're nice and straight. Now notice my elbows all the way in to my rib cage. So as I come down, I'm pressing in, which is what allows me to come down so far with my arms so narrow. I'm supporting myself a little bit on those elbows. So I'm coming down. Now notice how far I come down. I'm here, I come down. Chaturanga. Not here. Also, we're not doing this. Notice how my butt was all the way up in the air? We're not doing that. Your body stays in one nice straight line. You go only so far as that your elbow reaches 90 degrees, which will be right around the rib cage. We don't want that elbow to come behind the body. So we come down 90 degrees, no lower, because that will just put strain on our shoulders. The modification for Chaturanga is just simply lowering to your knees to do the same thing. So if you're in plank, you drop your knees. Body is still in one nice straight line. So we have not come in to this. Our butt is still down. We still pull our elbows in, and then we lower down. Whichever one works better for you, I want you to choose that one. So if a full Chaturanga either bothers your shoulders or maybe bothers your lower back, go ahead and drop to the lower version and see if that helps a little bit. And if it doesn't, let me know and I can help you with a few modifications. But for this week, we're going to be practicing Chaturanga. I really want you to practice not hiking your butt up into a pike position. And I also want you to practice coming down only to that 90-degree angle. None of this, okay? Keeping your body in one nice straight line, 90-degree angle. You don't need to push yourself up. Just hold it there, maybe a breath or 2, and then you can lower down to your belly. If you want, you can push yourself up. I'm not going to stop you. But Chaturanga, coming down, taking a breath or 2, and then deciding if you want to come out of the pose by dropping to your knees and sitting back into child's pose, or continuing to flow through. Okay, so next week is going to be our last move, our last pose before we combine all these together to make a flow sequence. So practice your Chaturanga, and next week we have up dog. Good luck.